Hi guys, this is Ratchet Straw, and we are playing Criminal Case, Mr. the Past, Case 49, the Machiavellian candidate. Let's unlock Chapter 2, and apparently we are going to meet the victim's mother who is doing something. Containers of were raving in the park. How is this related to solving? Okay, we know it. The story claims to be the victim's mother. What? We must go speak with her immediately, Katrina. Let's go find her. Let's go then. Oh, my darling daughter, my Lisa. Ma'am, I know this is difficult, but please calm yourself. You want me to calm down when my only daughter was taken from me? Please, we need your help. Now breathe. Concentrate. What is your name? My name is Gertrude Avery. Well then, Miss Avery, let's sit and have a quiet chat about your daughter. Okay, just a new suspect. What are you surprised about? What are you doing? Oh, maybe because she just drank a poison and she's doing something like when she's about to die. So, Miss Avery, what can you tell us about Lisa? She was a sweet girl. She could never hurt anyone. Lisa couldn't even read The Prince by Machiavelli for her political philosophy term paper. The book was too mean, she said. I had to read it and give her notes. Can you think of anyone who might have wanted to harm her? Ivory Hill is full of political schemers. She invited me along to the awards luncheon today and I saw them. All sharks looking for blood. Melissa wasn't like the other people here. Her favorite thing to do was to come to this park, feed the birds, talk to the old people. She does sound very kind, Miss Avery. And if you say she likes spending time at this park, Vicky and I should take a look around to see what we can find. Okay, we'll see if she was nice or not, or maybe suspects were nice to her. We'll just see about it. Let's just investigate the park then. Let's go. Oh, come on! Why was it so complicated to pick up the tic-tac-toe? I'm gonna have to search the trash can again. Wow. Where the fuck is the... there, plate. What's this building up there supposed to be? I don't know. What's it supposed to represent? What is this broken plate doing in a park, Thea? You've been back together, we'll know for certain. Ah yes, it's always worth looking through the trash. Killers do have a tendency to think we won't have a dig through it. Okay. Okay, let's restore the broken plate. Mayor Castledown. Oh, now you are coming. Are you gonna be the next suspect? I think I kinda guessed that he was going to be the suspect. The broken porcelain was a commemorative plate for the awards launch here, and the writing thanks Mayor Castledown for attending. So Mayor Castledown was at the lunch here. We better ask him if he recalls anything about the victim. Well, I kinda guessed he was going to be in this case. Wow. Well, I thought for the other guy that he was Mayor Castledown, but younger Mayor Castledown. And then, well, I just guessed he was gonna come here, and here he goes. Wine bottle? Oh, it must have been from the killer. Consider it's a bottle of Chateau de Fuse, one of the finest French wines. So why is it in the trash if it isn't even empty? You're right, Dick said that the cyanide that killed Lisa Avery was mixed into fine French wine. Could you spit the bottle in question? Let's get this bottle to Viola at once. Okay. Yeah, it's the wine with cyanide. That's what killed her. And now Mayor Castleton comes after a long time as a suspect. Mayor Castleton, we have a few questions about a certain Lisa Avery. Lisa Avery? Lisa Avery? Tell me, so I have no recollection of her. You may have seen her at the awards luncheon you attended today out of Senator Rochester. Oh my, was she the senator's assistant, running around in a panic all over the banquet hall? Was she in a panic? That's interesting given that someone poisoned her. She was murdered? Poor thing. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help, but I wish you luck in your investigation. Well, you just said that she was, she had a little face like this, surprised one, because she found out about the poison. Let's check out the wine bottle, and then does it contain poison? Ah, Katrina, you're already here. Oh, and your fucking dad is here. Wow. Why did you even invite me here? Jesus. Not to worry, I was just leaving. Thank you for showing me around your lab, Viola. Yes, lovely to see you, father. Viola, what is Horatio Rochester doing on the airship? We're investigating the Rochesters. Nothing. Father simply wants to see my workplace. I don't think it's about crime, you know. I'm not so sure about that. Anyway, what about that bottle of wine we sent you? Was it thrown away in the park by the killer? The wine bottle you found at the park is indeed the bottle that was poisoned, Katia. I found traces of the cyanide salts inside, but I also found traces of lobster thermidor inside the rim. Lobster is eaten with the hands, so the killer must have stained the bottle with their recent meal when putting poison inside. So we know the killer eats lobster. Now we know more about the killer, it'd be good to learn more about the victim too. Kind of idea, Katia. We should take another look around the place of work. Okay. Why did you let your father or Horatio see your lab? I think he's planning on something, and I don't like what's going to happen to you now. He was too nice to you, and being too nice can lead to something bad. That's how it always is. People who are too nice and too kind are suspicious. Hope you choke, Alyssa. Oh, who made this cake and what went wrong? So I made a person write that. Yeah, I thought that was a sheet of paper. Huh. Katia, look at this case. I wrote "Hope you choke" Alyssa on it. Who would do such a thing? You're right, maybe a sample of that yellow-green stain, or it will tell us who left that aggressive offering to the victim. It seems to be a piece of the victim's stationery. That's not so strange, that place where she worked. There's a message. It reads, NB refused access to, and some code. NB means nota bene. It's a reminder the victim wrote to herself, but to whom did she want to refuse access and for what reason? Let's crack the code to find out. Okay. Okay, let's first see the victim's note. We're just gonna get numbers and it's going to be useless to us. Here's hoping that Evie will be able to make sense of these numbers. He must know to whom the victim wanted to restrict access and for what reason. Okay. And it's going to be 12 hours long at Alice, right? Yes. Okay, now this cake, let's clear some of that stain. And we're gonna see who made this cake. What from first? Well, that doesn't happen that doesn't happen much often. But now I seem to be guessing where the stains are. Perhaps putting the sauce to the cake on the bicycle will tell us who left an aggressive message for the victim, Katria. Now you trust me to analyze it through microscope. Thanks for that. Okay, let's see. Who hated the victim? You that fine, you the narcisse. The liquid spilled out of the cake with the aggressive message for the victim was a perfect call. You the narcissist. Sounds familiar. You're right, Veronica Rochester asked Lisa A to specifically pick up some of their hard-to-find perfume for her. We know she wears it. So Veronica Rochester wanted Lisa to choke on this cake. We must speak with her about this at once. You say choke, why? Well, gotta be the perfume that was supposed to make it poisonous. I don't know. Mrs. Rochester, found evidence that all was not roses between you and Lisa Avery. You wrote that you hoped she choked on a cake. I should have known you'd find that, Inspector. You know, Machiavellian said everyone sees what you appear to be if you experience what you really are. In Lisa's case, I saw straight through her appearances and experienced as a social climber. Wow. She was only used by family and our Nate to gain more attention for herself. That little snake. And how could that be reason to wish her serious harm? Of course, I didn't hope she'd choke. I just wanted to put her in her place to show that I was onto her. You excuse us if we have some trouble swallowing that. Maybe you went out of your way to make your wishes for Lisa come true. Oh, you'll read Machiavelli. Nothing for you then. Let's check out what do those numbers of the note mean. Well, ring-a-ding-ding, Tria. The numbers of the waiting stationery correspond to something that rang a bell. I can see you're trying to make a joke here, Evie, but I don't get it. The number the victim wanted to refuse access to belongs to a telephone connection recently issued by the Decoding Telephone Company. The connection in question puts a person in contact with Samson Drake. Samson Drake, the lobbyist? Did the victim want to block his calls? Mr. Drake had better explain this. Okay. What went wrong? She looked scared, so... what is it? Mr. Drake, you told us that you had a good relationship with the victim, but we've since learned that she was blocking telephone calls from you. Oh dear, that is rather compromising material. We used to get along just fine, but then Lisa started placing herself between me and the senator. I was starting to feel most unwelcome. She must have felt threatened by how well Senator Rochester and I got on. I mean, he and I have a lot in common. For instance, we both have diabetes. Lisa felt her influence lessening, so she made a move against me and tried to block my access to him. Bernie said that she wouldn't have engaged in that type of political machination. Once upon a time when she started out, but then Lisa grew teeth and became as heartless as the rest. As Machiavelli said, whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. And boy, did she change. Well, you better hope Inspector doesn't discover that you change your conduct. To kill. Yeah, I didn't understand that quote at all. Well, Katia, Furious are sure there's something in this investigation. And the poison victim is after Rochester's assistant may not be the innocent she at first appeared to be. Sasa Drake is angry at her for playing political games and blocking his access to the senator. And Veronica Rochester is convinced that Alyssa Avery was a social climber and wished her ill for it. Oh, Katia, the most horrible thing has happened. What is it, Rose? Has someone else been murdered? Did someone else get hurt? Yes, Rasputin is dying. No, your rat! I can't believe it. I care about the rat. Don't let your rat die. Okay. Alright, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna continue playing chapter 3. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!